We had a discussion about foot and mouth disease and what is happening in the EU in relation to that, the concerns that exist here in the United States in relation to that. I asked the Secretary to consider the question that the ban that's in place in the US is focusing on all of the member states of the European Union, whereas in fact the situation is that 11 member states are completely free of foot and mouth disease. So I asked the Secretary to consider regionalizing the ban to the member states in the European Union that in fact have foot and mouth disease.
Not at this time.
Secretary Veneman, on a slightly different issue.
Obviously, the situation in Europe isn't under control yet, with the continued increase in the number of cases of foot and mouth disease in the UK. It's a very difficult situation over there, and I tried to explain to him that it is also a difficult situation over here because people are concerned over here as well. And so we had a good discussion about both what's going on in Europe as well as what's going on here in the United States and what the reaction's been, kind of additional measures that we've taken.
First of all, I've come to the United States to meet some of the people in the government here who have a responsibility in areas. For instance, if there were an outbreak of such a disease here in the US, in 2 of the states, the response from the European Union would be regionalized to those states and not put in place any embargo in respect of exports from the entire of the United States. That gives you some idea of where we are in this discussion and how we look at it from the perspective of the European Union.
Is it the position that the failure to regionalize the...
So you end up in a situation where you are vaccinating very, very large numbers of animals against a strain that you're not absolutely sure which one it is, and having to do that twice a year or thereabouts. The cost alone involved in that is absolutely enormous, and the logistics of that in the European Union is enormous. There will be 300 million animals in the European Union that would have to be vaccinated if we embarked on that policy. At the extent of the outbreak in countries other than the UK, it has been very slight.